Politics and satire often go hand in hand, but every so often a character comes along that blurs the line between fiction and reality. Politicians, by their very nature, often feel like they've wandered off the set of a sitcom with their larger-than-life personalities and questionable decisions. But what if there was a character so hilariously brazen, so unapologetically vile, that he didn't just mock the political landscape, he embodied it? Enter the New Statesman's Alan B. Stard, a caricature who somehow feels more honest than many real-life MPs today. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Damon, and today we're diving into a character who makes modern politicians seem almost bearable. Let's talk about Alan Beresford Bastard MP, the epitome of greed, corruption, and unapologetic Thatcherite excess. Played with smarmy brilliance by Rick Mayall in The New Statesman, Bastard wasn't just a caricature of the worst traits in British politics. He was a terrifyingly plausible embodiment of them. In fact, if he were a real politician, you'd be hard-pressed to tell him apart from some of today's finest Westminster specimens. Bastard was a selfish, greedy and lecherous ultra-right-wing Conservative MP for the fictional constituency of Hultem Price. His every action, from bribery and murder to staging his own assassination, was calculated to serve his ambition and wallet. His antics ranged from sabotaging election campaigns to blaming economic crises on Labour, all while profiting handsomely. And let's not forget his disdain for the ordinaries, advocating for policies so outrageous they'd make even the most libertarian economists choke on their tea. Much of the show took place in his Westminster antechambers, with his hilariously dim-witted sidekick, Piers Fletcher Dervish, constantly in tow. Bastard's Yorkshire mansion and his iconic Bentley also featured heavily, showcasing his unapologetically lavish lifestyle. Whether suing newspapers for libel over allegations of debauchery or turning on his own party to usher in New Labour as a second Tory party, Bastard always landed on his feet, often with piles of cash to cushion the fall. His exploits extended beyond British shores, from causing chaos in the European Union to escaping a Siberian gulag after a botched assassination attempt on Mikhail Gorbachev. Even when sentenced to death, Bastard managed to wriggle out of it, returning to wreak havoc on British and European politics alike. By the stage show, he'd orchestrated Black Wednesday, groomed Tony Blair to dismantle socialism, and continued to profit from every conceivable crisis. Despite his extreme good looks and womanizing ways, a running gag in the show was his inadequacy in bed, a rare personal failure for a man who otherwise succeeded at being utterly loathsome. In the end, the character's outrageousness was matched only by Mayall's performance, which brought a charm and wit to Bastard's despicable nature. It's remarkable how this satirical character, created in the 1980s, still resonates today. Whether proposing electrified fences to stop immigrants or slashing benefits for pensioners, Alan B. Stard embodies the grotesque extremes of political ambition. And yet, with the way politics seems to have spiraled in recent years, one can't help but wonder, would a real-life B. Stard even stand out anymore? Or would he just blend in with the crowd? I'm Snake Damon, and this has been The Snake Pit. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where naturally I won't read them.